Hello everyone, welcome to our virtual open day hosted by Aspire Global Pathways in collaboration with the University of Law. My name is Salma Sultana. I'm the International Recruitment Officer at Aspire Global Pathways. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us from different parts of the world. Before we dive in, let me tell about what Aspire Global Pathways does. So, Aspire is an international education consultancy that partners with top global universities to guide students through universities, admissions, visa processing, and successful enrollment. We support students at every stage from career counseling to securing scholarship and preparing for their academic journey abroad. Our mission is simple to connect students with world class education opportunities. So today we have a guest speaker today. We are thrilled to host Miss Rong Huang, Associate Director at the University of Law, one of the UK's most established legal and business education providers with a history dating back to 1876. So I will invite Miss Huang to share the stage and sharing your valuable insight with us. Thank you.
Hello, everyone, and thank you, Salma. Thank you, Aspire Global, for inviting me. I'm excited to share all the information, the details about the University of Law. Let me share my screen. Give me a second. Okay, Salma, I hope you can see my screen with the PowerPoint of
Yes, the screen
Welcome
is.
to the University. Okay, amazing. Okay, my name is Rong, as Salma just introduced, and I look after international recruitment for UK onshore and the EU market mainly. We are called the University of Law. However, our other courses are very popular among students, like criminology, psychology, computer science, and business. For University of Law, I got daily inquiries about why study at the University of Law. And I explained to students 1,000 times, but I'm very proud to introduce every time. We offer multiple locations across the UK. We have been rated as 5-star university by QS, and our employability rate is very high, which is 95%, which means 95 students of postgraduate students, they are employed in highly skilled employment 15 months after graduating from us. This is from HISA data. And we trained more practicing lawyers in the UK than anyone else, without any surprise, as the largest legal education provider in the UK. And all of our students are taught by experts. If students come to study law with us, they will be taught by qualified lawyers, and even our career support advisors, they are qualified lawyers for law students. If they come to us to study business, then they will be taught by professionals with over 10 years of work experience in senior management role. And globally, we have over 100,000 alumni across international, across 120 countries. For campus, I just mentioned we offer the course in different campus. So when students study with us, they can choose multiple locations. They don't have to limit it in one certain campus. Specifically in London are the most popular campus for all the students. We have 2 campuses in London, which is our Bloomsbury campus and Moorgate campus. Bloomsbury offer both undergraduate and postgraduate course, and London Moorgate campus is based in the financial centre, which is more corporate, more formal environment, and it offers postgraduate courses. We also work with partnership institutions to deliver a legal practice course or law conversion course. And then we have been invited by the universities like Liverpool University, University of Sheffield, Exeter, to deliver law conversion and legal practice, bar practice course based on those universities' campus because of our excellent teaching qualities in those degrees. And students can study online if they want, which is one of our largest campuses as well. Currently, we have wide alumni network. Among them, some of them, they have been brilliant barristers and general legal counsels, and some of them start their own company. You might heard of Sadiq Khan, who is currently London Mayor, and he did a legal practice course with us as well. One of our highlights, we have been known for employment promise by the students, which means in very simple concept, if the student, they graduate within 9 months, they cannot find a job, then we will refund their tuition fees, 100%, which includes 50% as cashback and 50% as credit towards another course. There are some terms and conditions we put in the student on our website. If you Google on the University of Law, terms and condition, employment promise, they are very reasonable. Like students have to attend over 80% of their course, and they have to pass their exam first time, and they need to keep close contact with our career service. So this employment promise scheme means how confident of our module design and how confident our career service can help the student in the practical business world. This applies to postgraduate business course for law, applied to legal practice, SQE 1 and 2, and legal practice course. I will explain later what they are if you are not familiar with. One of our most popular courses included in Employment Promise are PG business courses. There are 3 intakes, which are February, June, September intakes for PG business. For our business course, we put a practical spirit as top priority. So in national student satisfaction rates, we have been rated as first for student in 2020. And all of our business courses, they are accredited by Chartered Management Institute, which means outside of a degree, student will also receive diploma, and they will also receive accreditation from CMI. For students who study marketing, they will be accredited by Chartered Institute of Marketing. If they study accounting, then they will receive a 9-paper ACCA exemption. If they study BSc accounting with finance with us. So very, very practical design for our course. The reason is we work with the brands you might heard like NetWest Group, Alibaba Cloud to co-design the modules. And every year we have business school advisory board to review our course content and discuss any change we need to make sure our course are updated and meet the employer's needs. So when students graduate from us, then they have the mind of be employed and not just the academic side. So for the course we're running at postgraduate business level, we have MSc PG business, which every course are very popular, I would say. And we also run MBA. For MSc courses, we don't need students who have work experience. They can be fresh graduates when they apply with us. And they don't need to have specific business-related background. They can study other subjects in their undergraduate and apply our business program. For MBA, we do have more specific requirement. A student will need 3 years of management work experience, and they will need to conduct a academic interview with one of the tutors who teach MBA. Outside of MBA, for other MSc courses, we don't require academic interview. We also run 2 years version with the MSc and MBA course, which we called MSc course or MBA with professional practice. So in the second year, students can choose one of 5 routes to complete their second year of master program, which are either academic dissertation, business project, or consultancy, or business plan, or paid placement in industry. So with this course for international students, if they are more interested in this course, they will be, when they apply, they will need to make a decision before enrollment, before they receive CAS, because they will receive, if they apply 1 year course, they will receive 1 year CAS. If they apply 2 year course, they will receive combined CAS, which is 2 years. For PG Business, we also run accept a student coming from non-standard route. For international students specifically, if their degree result is below 2.2 UK equivalent, which we normally call third or ordinary equivalent, they can either provide the professional qualification like ACCA, CFA, equivalent of level 6 to prove with their degree, or they can provide 2 years of professional work experience in combination of their third class or ordinary degree. And then they will need to fill the non-standard application form sent by admission team for admission to refer it to academic department. And then academic will decide case by case if they are going to accept the student or not. So for students who achieve third or ordinary, there's still opportunity if they have good experience or good professional qualifications. For undergraduate business course, we have 1 intake, and the course we're running mainly is business management. For students who come from some countries, they cannot apply 3-year undergraduate business directly. We do have foundation course. We offer combined foundation, which means if students coming to study foundation with us, we will issue 4-year combined CAS for them. And we also run business management top-up, which means for students who have H&D equivalent, who complete the second year equivalent in the UK, then we do consider student for final year top-up. If the student's H&D diploma is not related to business management, then we will need student to provide a CV to prove they have business-related work experience for case-by-case referral. So you can tell the entry requirement is very flexible. For law courses, we also run undergraduate. For undergraduate level, we run LLB, and other popular choices are LLB Bachelor of Law with business or with criminology, 3 years. And similar with undergraduate business, we do offer combined foundation for students who need it. And academic master, So for law at postgraduate level, normally if I meet the student or I meet the counselors, I will ask the student's interest. Does the student want to do 1-year master, or their ultimate goal is to practice as a lawyer in the UK? If the student, they want to complete a master degree in law, they are not interested in practicing as a lawyer in the UK. They just want to get more in-depth knowledge about a certain area of law. For example, some students, they come in with human resource management background and they want to study a master degree in law related to employment law, then that perfectly fits their career goal. Then we will offer Master of Law for them. And the other popular choices of 1-year master in law are family law, immigration law, company law, international business law for students to choose. I would say students, if they don't have law-related background, they can still apply. We accept a student with non-law background. For those students, we will ask a student to complete free 6-week online PG prep program. So they will have some basic knowledge about the English legal system before they join the main course. If students choose online version, then we will conduct 2 hours per week live, and we will need the student to complete a free 6-week online PG prep program and a free 2-week induction for non-law students. So in total, 8 weeks in advance, the student will have the access of their portal to prepare their master degree. And for some courses like international arbitration, if they get 65% from their master degree with us, then they can apply the membership of Chartered Institute of Arbitration. For law professional courses, or which attract most students to study with us, which means the student's ultimate goal is to study and be practicing as a lawyer in the UK. So we offer law conversion course for students who doesn't have law background or they study law outside of the UK, and then they want to spend another year to convert their non-law background to law-related background. And then we offer law conversion course for those students who, as the first stage to step into practicing as a lawyer. So 3 types of law conversion course we offer, which are PGDL, ML Law Conversion, ML Law SQE1. ML Law Conversion, the content is PGDL plus dissertation. ML Law SQE1 is PGDL plus SQE1 prep. SQE means Solicitor Qualified Examination. Every student, if they want to be solicitor, then this chart shows solicitor route for student to practice. So everyone, if they want to be a lawyer in the UK, there are 2 separate routes at vocational training stage. At academic stage, so they will need to go through academic stage and the vocational training stage. Academic stage, it's quite similar. It's either Bachelor of Law or PGDL or ML Law to convert their non-law to law background. And then they move to vocational training stage, which will give them more practical skills training. In U Law, we offer legal practice SQE1 and 2. Any student, they want to be a solicitor. So solicitor are those lawyers who are based in the office. You might heard about the merger and acquisition lawyers, family lawyers, they all belong to solicitor. And there's another route called the barrister. Barrister are the specialized lawyer who present their client in the court. So in the UK, about 90% of students, if they want to be a lawyer, they choose a solicitor route. Anyone want to be a solicitor, they will need to have bachelor degree. And then they will need to pass SQE1 and SQE2. SQE1 is more academic focused exam, and SQE2 mainly tested the student practical skills like client interview, legal draft, legal research, advocacy skills. Outside of the two exams, it's a centralized exam. It's a national exam outside of every course provider's control. So what the course you are offering are dedicated to help students to pass the exam and get foundation legal knowledge. Outside of the two exams, students will need to build up 2 years qualified work experience. So maximum the student can build up via 4 employers. If students study ML Law SQE1 or LLM Legal Practice SQE1 and 2 with us, we will guarantee students to receive at least 4 weeks of the qualifying work experience in the pro bono clinic center. So in every campus, we run an online campus as well. We run pro bono clinic. If the students they want to apply those projects, that they will be assigned the project to work with their supervisors who are qualified solicitor to deliver the pro bono service to the public. And barrister routes, academic stage, student will need to build up either via Bachelor of Law in the UK or some online degree accredited by UK university, or they need to build up via law conversion. And then at vocational component, the student will need to study bar practice course, which are compulsory. Unlike SQE routes, the courses are not compulsory. And then for barrister students, after completing bar course, they will need to complete 1 year pupillage. So students coming from some countries like Malaysia, Bangladesh, Pakistan, they might choose to complete 1 year pupillage back in their home country once they complete the bar course with us. Outside of the law course business, we also run science courses. For science courses, we run PG, at PG level, we run psychology, conversion, computer science, which we have 3 intakes. And for psychology course online, it's accredited by BPS, which is British Psychology Society. And we don't need students coming with a psychology-related background. For computer science, it's conversion course. Student doesn't have to have the computing background before at undergraduate level before joining us, and they can choose one of the 3 pathways to specialize in. And they can choose pure computing or computing in a law or computing in a business context. I just mentioned we have excellent employment service support for the students. We offer one-to-one career service advice to the student, CV review, and mock interview. For law students, most law firms will need a student to complete the screening online with a question bank we call assessment center. We will help students with our database with the assessment center prep as well before the interview stage. Every week, our employment team will invite external lecturers or professionals to deliver employer talks. So when students join those talks, they will realize what the employers actually needs for law student and for business student. I also mentioned we have pro bono clinic open to the public. So students will have the opportunity to work with their supervisors to give them legal advice service to the real public. Come to application. If any of you are interested in submitting an application with us, here's the application process for international students who need CAS. First, you apply the course and then receive offer, hopefully from the university if no document pending. And at the time of receiving offer, you will receive �CASShield login. So �CASShield is the system you law use for students to request the 𝐶AS. For students coming from non-low risk regions, we will ask a student to record the compliance interview as one of the conditions. And then once the interview has been successfully passed, the student will need to meet other pending conditions like language conditions. If they are keen to study with us, they will need to pay the 𝐶AS payment, which is £8,000. For UK onshore students, the 𝐶AS payment is £4,000. And for UK onshore students, the student will have extended deadline to accept the offer because student can submit and enroll. The process is more streamlined. And then after the pay 𝐶AS deposit on acceptance, they will need to fill all the info on the �CASShield, submit financial documents if they are required, then receive 𝐶AS, update their �CASShield, and hopefully they will receive their visa ASAP. Then they come to university to study with us. So only student, if student need to record the compliance interview, please record the interview before you make any 𝐶AS deposit. And for students who doesn't need visa or they apply online, they don't need to deal with the 𝐶AS process. Application is more simpler. They will apply the course, receive offer, then take English language test, which is ULAT. From ULaw, we offer internal English test. It's called ULAT. And then once they decide to accept the offer, if their offer before become uncon, then they will pay 𝐶AS deposit. They will pay £250 deposit at PG level. For UG level, undergraduate level, you don't need to pay any deposit to accept your offer. But for postgraduate level, the portal will request a £250 𝐶AS deposit. And then for students who need student finance, then you can apply student finance and enroll. I just mentioned we offer internal English language test, which is ULAT. At the same time, we also accept other language tests. For a student coming from some countries, then we also accept MOI. So depending on the student's background, for ULAT, I will explain later at a later stage what kind of test it is. It's online and free for every offer holder. And for personal statement, we will request the student to draft a tailored personal statement to specifically explain why this course, why ULaw, and what's the student's future career goal, and why the student think this course is related to their career goal. And ULAT test, it's available for all offer holder free of charge. However, students will only get one attempt. If students decide to defer the offer, they still get one attempt, no matter they defer the offer or not. So it's quite similar with IELTS test, and marking system is the same. If the student register on our website, and on the offer letter, it will give the student link to register the ULAT. Then they will find the practice material available on the test booking link. So student will see before they join the link, before they join the actual test, they will see how the test like. And at onboarding session, 1 week before the actual test, the student will need to complete the onboarding session. They will have 10 minutes practice test as well. And it's valid for 2 years in case a student decide to join us at later intakes. Tuition fees, we have different tuition fees for this September intake and next January, June intake. This list is home tuition fees, which apply to non-visa student. For international students, you might see on our website the fees is different. So I put the 4 columns to explain. We have 2 type of fees in London or non-London. Non-London cost is lower than London. If you see on our website, you will see the full tuition fee for the coming September, January, June intake. And then we offer international bursary for every international student, and it's automatically deducted from the students' tuition fees. So after the international bursary, I put the net fee on the right-hand columns. So you will see the fees are actually lower than the fees published on the website. So the fees are very reasonable after deduction, especially non-London fees. And deadlines for September 25, I put UK-based deadline. The next intake is September intake. Application deadline is coming soon, which are normally after mid of August to early September, depending on what course the student choose. I also put a link here. If you are interested, you can contact your counselor from Aspire Global to get the detailed information. And then we also have submit the require students submit all document for CAS before certain deadlines, and last day you law issue CAS. For early bird discount for this September intake, it's passed, just passed. But for next January intake, it will be published on our website as well. And other details, I normally remind the students, and the feedback, the questions I normally receive is, what's the offer turnaround time? It's normally 3 working days. During peak time, like now, it's 5 working days. And document required for application. For most courses, we don't request a reference letter unless it's a standard application or bar practice course. We need all official academic documents, personal statement, so nothing special for there. And for cash deposit, I just explained, and I also explained for student coming, if the country which don't have differentiation agreement, they will be invited for compliance interview. If you are at that stage, then your counselor from Aspire Global will share the guidance with you. CAS Shield interview at the CAS stage. It's very automatic system. It's recorded interview, so you don't need to meet the visa compliance officer online. So when student, they will have the screen shows the question. They will have 45 seconds of thinking time and 60 seconds to answer each question, and every student will receive different bank of questions. But on our guidance, we will ask a student to get a better view of our course details, the module they are going to study, and how much they understand the university and their modules and their financial background. We will put everything together to give the student guidance. And only students are 100% sure about their answers, they submit the interview. So they can record it as many times as they want before submitting. Okay, so that's everything I would like to go through about the University of Law. If you have any questions, feel free to contact us and Aspire Global.
Thank you so much, Miss Rong, for that incredible and informative presentation. I guess students have some questions. Before we jump in the questions, actually I want to ask about the second masters, that for the UK students who are already in UK, or other international students, is there any opportunities, or you want to say something about the second masters?
For second master, we already received many students coming with first master background, and they still think it's not, the first master is not practical enough, and they are looking for especially the course under employment promise scheme, so they can be extra sure about their employability skills. So for the second master student, the student will need to, in the personal statement, they will need to explain the link between their first master and the second master, and how both degree combined together to support their future career goal. And it's very simple. The student will need to complete the first master. They cannot fail any modules in their first master.
Okay, and so for the internal test, that's only applicable for UK students, or home students, or for international students also?
For every student, if they need English language proof.
Okay, actually we can now take a few questions from the audience. So I will request everyone, feel free to drop your questions in the chat. We'll do the best answers as many as possible during the session. So I think there might be some questions from the audience.
I see some questions coming through.
Yeah. Okay, so I think the presentation is, too much sorted, and all the informations are given there. So I think there is no such questions from the students. As Rong said, we are here with a collaboration with the University of Law. As per Global Pathways, counselors will help you if you have any queries, or if you want to make your process through with the admission of University of Law smoother. So thank you so much, Ms. Huang, for the incredibly helpful information today. To all our attendants, if you are interested in applying to the University of Law, please get in touch with us. We'll help you to submit your application, prepare your documents, and then secure your enrollment smoothly. So after the live, join the Zoom session for one-to-one counseling with Ms. Rong. So please join the session as well. Thank you so much. Have a nice day, everyone.
Thank you, everyone. Take care. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.